Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Hey, good evening to you, and welcome here to the campus of Montana Tech and Valley Bank Arena as the Orediggers of Montana Tech getting ready to take on the Bruins out of Bellvue, Nebraska. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. Paul Podisco here on a Thursday evening. And as always, thanks for joining us. We have an incredibly busy week this week, but certainly a great week to be an Oredigger. Volleyball last night, these Lady Digs got a huge win over Dickinson State in 5. Tomorrow we have Hall of Fame activities. Saturday we have football. Saturday night we have basketball, and we have a lot on the plate, and certainly a lot to look forward to. And looking forward to this one here tonight. Bellvue comes in number 7 in the country. If memory serves correct, I think they started the season at like number 3. A team that went to the semifinals a year ago. They are an absolute powerhouse in the realm of NAIA volleyball, and always are. I mean, they're just incredibly good, and they are certainly one of the measuring sticks here in this Frontier Conference. We've continually talked about it, since the talk of the merger and our expanding Frontier Conference. But in my opinion, the sport that benefits the absolute most from the combining of the sports is this volleyball. You look at the power that comes over, from the DAC schools, if you will, from the North Star, and you combine that with some of the power that resides here in the Frontier Conference previously, and there is the level play is really, really high in the Frontier Conference, and tonight should be a good one. Bellvue took care of business when these two teams played over in Nebraska earlier this year, and Montana Tech would like certainly to try and get a little revenge here as we get rolling this evening. So let's start here. Let's start things off with the Frontier Conference standings as of right now. Your standings, as you take a peek at them there, you've got the University of Providence, number 2 in the country. They're still undefeated in Frontier Conference play, 23-1 overall. They were a really good team last year, and I don't think they graduated anyone. I mean, they just returned everybody. They're a powerhouse, number 2 in the country. This Bellvue team, number 7 in the country. Northern at 11-5 in Frontier Conference play. They're receiving votes in the latest poll. You've got Dakota State, who was here yesterday. And they were number 24 in the country. Montana Tech got the win over them. Montana Tech 10-7 as well. Those two teams split during the regular season. Carroll College is 9-7. Western is 8-9. Dickinson is 7-9, along with Valley City. You have Mayville at 3-13. Bismarck at 2-14, and Rocky Mountain College at 0-16. So that's how the standings look as of right now, and that will certainly see some change here as we make our way through the weekend. We're going to get our national anthem, so with that, we'll pause, we'll come back, we'll take a look at these two teams, take a look at some of the numbers and more, ladies and gentlemen, as we have volleyball action here on Digger Vision. We're back here to the gym in just a moment. Well, once again, welcome here to the campus of Montana Tech and Valley Bank Arena as Bellvue, the Bruins, getting ready to take on the Orediggers. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on a Thursday evening. And as we get ready to get this one started, let's take a look at the matchups between these two coming into tonight. Just take a look there. The Bruins 15-2 overall, 19-3 overall, and 15-2 in Frontier Conference play. Montana Tech is 10-7 in conference play and 14-9 overall. Montana Tech receiving votes in the last poll. As you take a look down those numbers, you know, honestly, most of those numbers lean towards the Bruins. Obviously, number 7 in the country. They're a team that just doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. They average 13.44 kills a set, 12.22 assists per set. And the big one, as far as I'm concerned, is that 2.4 blocks per set, which is a really big number. They're getting 17.6 points per set on the year. Montana Tech averaging 12.19 kills per set, getting 11.67 assists per set, 1.96 blocks per set. And that number has continued to climb for Montana Tech as this year has gone on, getting better and better at the net. And the Digs at 16.3 points per set. So the Bruins taking on the Digs here. A little Frontier Conference matchup. And again, thanks for joining us as we get this one ready to roll. The Orediggers and the Bruins. As I mentioned earlier, the Bruins just took care of business the first time these two teams met over to Bellvue. As we take a look at those numbers, let's see here. That was back on September 19th. It was a Friday night in Bellevue, and the field house was the place. Bellevue got the win 3-0 as Montana Tech made the road trip. They lost to Bellevue in 3, then went to Dakota State and Madison and lost in 3 as well. Bellevue on their home floor won 25-19, 25-16, and 25-18. So we'll see what changes here tonight. Montana Tech in that match hit .059. On the other side, Bellevue at a very solid .257 hitting percentage for the entirety of that match. So again, thanks for joining us. We're getting ready for the start of this one. Montana Tech taking on Bellevue. As you look at Bellevue's numbers offensively, their front line really talented. On the outside, you've got Eve Fountain. Fountain is a senior. She's averaging 3.14 kills per set. As you go to the right side, as Keely Kivanemi is senior, is on the right side. She's also over 3 kills a set, 3.08 kills per set. And then in the middle, you have Savannah Berger, the senior middle blocker, at 2.1 kills per set. On the other side for Montana Tech individually, the Digs still led by Kennedy Wilmore, 3.02 kills per set, as she has 251 on the year. Peyton Treadwell continues to have a great season, I should say. She plays on the right side. They will put her on the outside as well. She's kind of moved around that front line, as has almost the entirety of this Oredigger team. They have had to move some ladies around, some injuries early, and then just trying to find the right chemistry, the right matchup on the floor. But Treadwell at 2.23 kills per set. Talon Dodson, the young freshman, has 2.34 kills per set. She's having a really nice season for the Digs, but as I mentioned, she was one that has been hampered by a little injury. So we'll see if we see her tonight. If memory serves, I don't think Talon played last night in the win over Dakota State. So we are ready to roll. The Bruins wearing the white with black, purple, and gold. Montana Tech wearing their white with copper. And we are ready to roll here. Frontier Conference action on a Thursday. Again, Montana Tech took on Dakota State last night. My understanding is Bellevue team has stayed in Montana all week. They were at Rocky and Carroll last weekend, and sounds like they made their way down to the park, and they've been practicing pretty hard here on this gym for a couple days, so little extended stay for the Bellevue crew. So it looks like we are ready to roll. The Digs again wearing whites and wearing the green for libero for the Digs tonight once again is Brooklyn Hayes. As we talked about last night, Brooklyn Hayes and Emmy Green have shared in that, I guess, in that job description, if you will. Both have worn the libero jersey quite a bit this year. To the right side, dug out. It's going to go wide, point Bellvue. Nice swing here on the outside as Macy Wathen, a junior, or excuse me, not Wathen, my apologies. That one is actually Cloud. So Chloe Cloud out of Grand Island, Nebraska with a nice swing. And the Bruins grab the early lead. Montana Tech to the left side. Big swing and a kill for Peyton Treadwell. So Treadwell answers. Back-to-back side outs. And we'll see which team grabs kind of momentum first. Brooklyn Hayes with the service. The sophomore out of Washington floats that one to the back line, and that's going to be an ace. As Eve Fountain just couldn't get the right angle on it. So the first ace for the Digs. They lead 2-1. Fountain handles that one well. It goes out deep. Montana Tech scrambling. They will get it over. So a 3-1 here for Bellvue. They'll go to the left side. Big swing and a kill. As that one will go to Colbaum. Bentley Colbaum, an outside hitter. She's a freshman from Elk Point, South Dakota. And we're tied up 2 apiece. First set here in the Mining City. Service, and that's going to be an ace. Both these teams average well over 1 ace per set. And we have seen why already as Scheib with the serve. Cameron Scheib floats that one in to the left side. Tipped in. Bellvue should get a good look here. To the right. That's tight to the net. Bellvue adjusts well. Big swing, knocked in the air. Bellvue should get a good look here. Great dig, Montana Tech, near side, down the stripe, and that one is going to be point Bellvue. Just right down the tape that time. Couldn't tell which side it was going to fall on, and it falls on the Montana Tech side, so the Bruins grab a 2-point advantage. That one's tipped up, and it will go out. Bellvue with the point. Bruins leading 5-2 here in the first. Last night, Dakota State ran out and won the first 2 sets. Then Montana Tech came storming back. Big kill on the inside, Madison Beery. The sophomore middle gets her first kill of the night. She had a really nice night last night. Played with a whole lot of confidence in the middle. Piper Jetty will come in. She and Treadwell up front with Beery. The jump serve in. Tipped in. And it will go outside the pin. Bruins leading 5-4. Montana Tech serving to tie it up here. Again, Bellvue number 7 in the country. Montana Tech receiving votes. Both started the season in the top 25. Off the block, Montana Tech adjusts nicely. They'll go to the middle. Beery blocked. Back up. They kept it alive. Montana Tech will knock it over. 3-1 here for the Bruins. Good back set. Great dig, Green. Montana Tech will get it across. Tremendous play by Emmy Green in the back line. Big swing and a kill. Nice cut that time by Berger. Savannah Berger, who plays both on the right side and in the middle. The senior gets the kill. And that is her first. Bruins leading 6-4. Back to serve is none. Outside. And Piper Jetty off the block will get the point. Good swing by Piper that time. Set almost even just a hair behind her, and she was able to kind of get her body back positioned, and she gets the kill. Bruins leading by 1. Service, Austin Long. And that is going to be the second kill of the evening for the Digs. So Long will get the kill, or the ace rather, excuse me, the second ace of the night for the Digs. And we're knotted up at 6. Austin Long continues to serve. Sophomore from down to Billings. And that one will go into the nets. Service error for the Digs. Bruins by 1. Again, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday. Had a gorgeous day here in the mining city. As the sunshine, you can tell we're not going to hold on to it for very much longer. Nice pass and set and a kill for Jetty. Came just inside the block of Berger, and Jetty will get her second kill of the night. We're tied at 7. So in to serve here for Montana Tech, Malia Harris, the senior out of Anaconda. Harris floats that one deep, handled nicely. Back set, off the net. Great dig, high. To the corner, wonderful dig, second across, and they'll call the double. Tech by 1. Great pace on that point from both teams. Both teams really reacting well right now. And again, both played last night. That one's going to land in. So an ace for Malia Harris lands right on the stripe. The Digs go up 9-7. Ace number 3 for Montana Tech here in the first set. I mentioned it earlier, both these teams score a considerable amount of points on the service. From the outside, no touch. As McIntyre, the right side, took a swing. And Montana Tech leads by 3, their biggest lead here of the evening. Serve floats into the back line, to the middle. Big, big hit. My goodness. Hard shot by Savannah Berger. The senior hammers that one down. The Digs by 2. So back to serve here for the Bruins. Kenzie Polk, senior from North Platte. She'll rifle it in, and that one's going to go long. So the serve will go long, and Montana Tech will get the side outs and try and extend their lead here. Reese Layton is in to serve. Also, Abby Clark will get minutes. So it looks as though Kennedy Wilmore will be playing on the outside, Abby on the right side. Swing off the block and in for the point. Bruins trim the lead to 2 on the side out. And back to serve here for Bellvue is Iowahi. So Allie, jump serve deep, long, handles it nicely. Near side, Kennedy Wilmore with some power. That one's tipped up. Montana Tech with a look. Abby Clark into the nets, and that will be point Bruins. Tech leading by 1, 11-10. Right now the Digs hitting 167. The Bruins at 231 as a team. Handled near side, Wilmore hammers it, and she'll get the kill. Kennedy Wilmore, that cannon on her right arm, gets their first kill here of the evening. Tech by 2, and Emmy Green back to serve. Substitution for the Digs, Peyton Treadwell will check back in. Digs up by 2, Green. Handled well, bump set to the middle. Over the block and in for the kill. Boy, Chloe Cloud is a monster, 6'2". I was watching her warm up, and she, you know, her angle of attack doesn't change, but because of her hand motion, she is really able to shape the ball really well. And that one's going to fall in for an ace. So Fountain will get the ace. 12-12 our score. Frontier Conference action, first sets. Eve Fountain back to serve. Green. Bump set near side. Off the block. Handled well by Fountain. Middle set. And again, delivering in the middle. Bruins doing damage with Chloe Cloud. Cloud will get the kill. And the Bruins grab a 1-point lead. They'll float that one into the middle. Montana Tech is there. Abby Clark just couldn't get much on it. Short set, near side. Treadwell will get the kill. So Treadwell will get the kill. And we're knotted up at 13. Brooklyn Hayes to serve. Good action thus far. We've seen both teams run it out just a little bit. No huge momentum swings yet. Abby Clark tips that one up. Bump set near side. Treadwell gets it, but it does not stay in. Boy, good shoulder turn that time by Peyton. Just couldn't keep it inside the stripe. Bruins by 1. So the Bruins up by 1. Service to the back line. Near side, Treadwell into the block. Well positioned. Montana Tech with a look. Treadwell. That one knocked over again. Bellvue doing a great job of the net. And that one is deposited down for a kill. Savannah Berger. So Berger will get the kill. And the Bruins go up by 2. Bruins have been very effective at the net so far here in the first set. Hayes pops that one up. Green. And the Digs get it across. Far side, big swing and a kill for Kohlbaum. Kohlbaum with a nice swing. That's her second kill of the night. Bruins by 3. Both teams have led by 3 here in this first set. And that one's going to float outside the corner. That looked like it just never wanted to lose elevation. It looked like a 2-iron off a tee. Bruins by 2. And Ellie Reinertsen, the freshman, in to serve. Reinertsen and Reese Layton sharing time at setter. And that one will sail long. So back-to-back service errors. Bruins lead by 3. And back to serve is Jada Nunn. Junior setter out of Minnesota. Green to the middle. And that one is going to go out. Good swing by Beery. Just couldn't keep it in the field of play, and Montana Tech going to call a timeout. 18-14 our score. The Bruins up over the Orediggers. Frontier Conference Volleyball on Digger Vision. We're back here after this. Hey, welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech and Valley Bank Arena. The Bruins leading 18-14. Bruins hitting .333 so far here in this first set. Montana Tech .05 as of right now. As I mentioned earlier, a busy week ahead of us coming up tomorrow night. We'll have our Hall of Fame induction. Those 6 individuals will make their way into the Montana Tech Hall of Fame. We'll talk about them as the night goes. Then we'll have football on Saturday, men's basketball on Saturday, all here on Digger Vision. Back set. Treadwell, big swing and a kill. See if Montana Tech can grab some momentum here now as they get the side outs. And Austin Long will handle service. Austin, sophomore from Billings West. Is handled just a little bit. Nice job by the Bruins getting it over with some zip anyway. This one too tight to the net, and it will fall in for the kill. Great read that time up front for the Bruins, and getting the kill is going to be McIntyre. Sophia McIntyre, really nice job reading that ball as it was coming to the net. To serve, Allie Butler. Floats that one deep, handled nicely by Hayes. To the outside, Kennedy Wilmore dug out well. To the opposite side. Montana Tech will get another look. Good block, falls inside the net, now goes to the other side. Beery's shot is blocked. Wilmore tight to the nets. And the Bruins with a good look here. Cross courts, point. The kill that time for Sophia McIntyre. So McIntyre with a kill. And the Bruins go up by 5. The biggest lead here of this match. Service drops in. Back set. And that one will go long. Just outside the stripe that time. Bruins by 6. So Bellvue on really the first run we've seen in this set. Wilmore's hit. Handled nicely. The Bruins back out across. Into the block. Montana Tech adjusts. Beery just going to get it across. Bruins to the outside as Fountain takes a cut, and she'll get the kill. Her second kill of the evening. And the Bruins up by 7, and Montana Tech will call a timeout. Bruins leading 22-15 as Bellvue on the first run here of this match. Frontier Conference action here on a Thursday. We're back after this.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
Back after the timeout. Frontier Conference action. First set, Bellvue leading Montana Tech 22-15. They won in straight sets in Bellevue back in September. A long, long time ago in September. And with service is Allie Butler. Boy, that one came across the tape and just died. An ace for Butler. And that is the third ace of the match here for the Bruins. Comes across. Montana Tech having trouble passing here the last several points. To the middle, short set, dug out. Montana Tech just feeds it across again. Bruins with a look. Set all the way across to Fountain. And that one's going to go into the rafters. And the points will go to the Bruins. So set point here for the Bruins, 24-15. As they have been on a tear here. Hayes fields it. Beery tips it across. Set across the Fountain over the block. Montana Tech, short set. Nice read that time by Reinertsen. So Reinertsen tips that one across. And the Bruins stay stuck on 24. Montana Tech trailing 24-16. Malia Harris, the senior from Overton to Anaconda. Right side into the block. Montana Tech keeps it alive. And Bellvue got in the net. Tech looking for the big run here. Trailing by 7. Harris. Fielded by Fountain. Back set to the mill. That one's going to go long. No touch. 24-18. So Malia Harris continues the service game. That one flows to the back line. Popped up. Bump set. Fountain gets a little bit on it. Big swing. That one hits the stripe. And that will be point Bellvue. Boy, it looked like that was in from this angle. So the Bruins will win the first set 25-18. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. We'll go to the second set and see if the Digs can knot us up at one apiece, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thanks for joining us here at Valley Bank Arena. We'll be back with the second set after this.
Hi, I'm Matt Steppen, Athletic Director at Montana Tech, and I want to welcome all members of the Orediggers family, past, present, and future, to the brand new Montana Tech Hyper Complex. We're excited to announce a modernization project that will enhance the experience on campus for all students, faculty, staff, and the entire Orediggers community. With a state-of-the-art hyper facility, our Montana Tech students and athletic programs will experience an athletics facility like no other in the NAIA. Excited to present to you the future of Montana Tech athletics.
Back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech and Valley Bank Arena as the Bruins win that first set. The Bruins hit 267 as a team as they had 12 kills on 30 total attacks with 4 errors. On the other side, Montana Tech hit .034. They had 8 kills on 29 attacks with 7 errors in that first set as well. So we get ready here for the second set. As I mentioned, things are real busy here as this weekend goes. We have Hall of Fame tomorrow. Then on Saturday, we have a busy day with back-to-back games. As first and foremost, on Saturday, we have football. As the Digs taking on the Comets, it is Hall of Fame weekend, and that will get underway 1 o'clock down to Bob Green Field. After football, we'll go to basketball as the Digs taking on Eastern Oregon University. That has a 6:30 start time, and of course we'll have that for you as well here on Digger Vision. So second set, individual leaders right now. Fountain has 3 kills for Bellvue. On the other side, Peyton Treadwell has 3 kills for the Digs. And we are ready to roll here for the second set. The Bruins were down the road to Western last night. And, of course, back to travel partners, if you will. Montana Tech had Dakota State here last night. Dakota State at Western this evening. And Bellvue, Iowahi to serve. So Iowahi hammers that one across. Set, Treadwell, and the kill. Treadwell, 4 kills on 11 swings. And the Digs grab the first point here of the second set. Substitutions here as the Digs will sub out at middle. Kennedy Oman will go out. Beery is in. And back to serve Malia Harris. Good save there on that beautiful serve and save on the other end. So Bellvue will readjust. Quick hit over the top. Nice attempt. Montana Tech with a swing. Beautiful dig again. Fountain down the line. Kept alive. Montana Tech fighting. Green was there. That one, Malia Harris. Bellvue back set to the outside. Green gets under it, but that's going to go wide. That is a fantastic point on both sides. Boy, both teams really hitting the ball hard. And defensively, the defense is getting under it. Some tremendous digs in that point alone. 1-1 our score. Fountain knocked up high. And that one just comes across. Bellvue with a free one here to the right side, and that's going to be a point with the kill. As Kohlbaum will get the kill. Bruins leading 2-1 here in the second. So Fountain will handle the service, and that one's going to go long. Heads up that time by the back line of the Digs. 2-2 our score. Substitutions here for Montana Tech. We'll see setters swap out as Reese Layton will go out. Reinertson will come back in, and Ellie will pick up here with the service duties. Almost got herself another ace. Middle set up, Beery. That one knocked across, but it hits up into the rafters. Good scramble by the Digs that time. The Bruins leading 3-2, and they'll get the side out and the serve back. It feels like both teams, the twitch speed is really high, if you know what I'm talking about, as far as both teams reacting really well, it feels like. Treadwell with another kill. Treadwell, 5 kills. She leads everybody in that department. And we're knotted up at 3. Austin Long back to serve once again. She has 1 ace so far here today. That one's going to go long. So that one floats on her. Bruins get the side out and the serve back here. Subbing in is going to be Jada Nunn. And Nunn will take over the service duties here. So Jada Nunn hammers that one in. Diggs get under it to the outside. Kennedy Wilmore off the block. Bellvue goes to the outside. Great dig by Montana Tech. They set it up. Not much there. Bellvue back to the outside. Montana Tech's block is set. Bellvue able to keep it alive. They'll set to the outside. Not much on that one. Wilmore only able to get it across, basically. Beautiful block by Beery. Bellvue back here to the near side. Big swing. Great dig by Hayes. And that will fall in for the point. Kennedy Wilmore will get the point. An incredible second set thus far. Boy, both teams just getting after it. We are seeing some hard shots here, and the defenses are getting under them. Back set to the right side. That one's going to go wide. Tech by 1. Again, thanks for joining us here as we make our way through this Frontier Conference action on Thursday. Set tipped into the net. Bellvue back into the net again, and that will be point Montana Tech. So Brooklyn Hayes will take over the service here. Montana Tech by 2. Great energy by both teams here in this second. Hayes bumped that up here on the outside. Tipped. And the Bellevue Bruins got into the net. McIntyre, I believe, on the outside. Tech up by 3. Matching their biggest lead of the night. They had a 3-point advantage in the first set at one point as well. Fountain keeps that one alive. From the 10-foot line, it's going to go long. Tech leading 8-4. And they'll look to keep this one firing. Brooklyn Hayes, the sophomore out of Washington. Service into the tape. That is the 4th service error for the Orediggers here in this match so far. Tech leading 8-5. Bruins get it back. They'll set to the middle. Oman doesn't get much on it. Bruins bump set to the 10-foot line. Long knocks it up. Montana Tech with a look on the outside. Tip down. That's going to fall in for a point. Kennedy Wilmore finds a home for that one. Diggs leading 9-5. Wilmore with her 3rd kill of the evening. Reese Layton back to serve. Junior rifles that one in. Tip down and point Montana Tech. Great position that time by Beery. Actually, not Beery, it's Oman, and the Bruins will call a timeout. Montana Tech goes up by 5, 10-5 over the Bruins here in this second set. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on a Thursday evening. We'll take a break. We are back here to the campus of Montana Tech after this. We are back here once again at the campus of Montana Tech as the Digs up by 5. Some significant momentum here right now for Montana Tech. And we'll see if they can keep the energy rolling here as Reese Layton back to serve. Bellvue will sub here as Chloe Cloud will check back in. Actually, not Cloud. That's Perry, my apologies. Leah Perry. Outside, big swing by Fountain. Eve Fountain, the senior, goes up big for that one and hammers it home. Side outs, and the Bruins get it back. Service, Kenzie Polk. Handled well, set to the middle. Oman off the spin and the point. Kennedy Oman, her first kill of the evening. Got that one just outside the block. And Tech back up by 5. Amy Green with service. Amy, the senior out of Boise. Floats that one deep. From the 10-foot line, Fountain will find that one a home. Again, great elevation for Fountain. She knocks that one in. Fountain with 5 kills as of right now. She leads Bellvue in that department. 5 kills on 12 swings. Service deep to the outside. Boy, big swing. Great dig. And I'm guessing that one, the spin threw Fountain off a little bit. Fountain was kind of going. It felt like that was going to go out of bounds. And she was going to try and make a play on it. And I'm kind of guessing that the spin on that ball just slowed it down and dropped it in no man's land. Malia Harris with the service. Nice set in the middle. Montana Tech is there with a block. They'll go to the outside. Blocked as well, but that one's going to go out of play. Strong play at the net for Montana Tech. Beery got the block in the first one. Peyton Treadwell got the block in the second. But that one goes out of bounds. Point to the Bruins. Diggs leading 12-8. Fountain. Green handles it well. Back set. Boy, nice spin and a great kill that time by Jetty. Jetty came across her body with that swing and just generated an enormous amount of spin. Tech leading by 5. 13-8 here in the second. Ellie Reinertsen. Kept alive. Nice set. That one's going to go wide. No touch. Oh, no, it was touched. My apologies. So it does go off the block. Point to Bellvue. Tech had 2 out there. Sophie Madsen and Madison Beery. So it went off them. Point to the Bruins. Back set. Off the block. Point Montana Tech. Peyton Treadwell again. Treadwell, 7 kills here on the night, leading Montana Tech. And the side out will continue to give Montana Tech a 5-point advantage. Austin Long to serve. Laser shot, and she's going to get the ace. Great serve that time by Montana Tech's Austin Long. And that is her second ace here of the evening. Tech by 6, their biggest lead of the match. To the back line, Fountain gets under it. Set to the middle, Montana Tech keeps it alive. Kennedy Wilmore deep, handled well, near side, big hit. And that one will go out. Great dig by Montana Tech, just floats out of bounds and really heads up play that time by the Bruins' entire team as they were all just tight walk roping down the sideline and watch that one go out. Really high level play right now between these two teams. Not seeing much in the way of mistakes at all. Big hit by Wilmore, kept alive. Blocked. Bellvue into the net. There we go. the net shaking hard. And the point to Montana Tech. The Digs by 6. And back to serve is going to be Brooklyn Hayes. Tech hitting .438 in this second set. Bruins at 100 even. Short set, off the block, point Bruins. Nice swing that time by Berger. Savannah Berger, a 6-foot senior out of Plattsmouth, Nebraska. Ooh, and I already feel like I'm saying that wrong. Plattsmouth. Is it Plattsmouth? Near side, all the way across. That one is going to be a point and a kill for Sophie Madsen. So Madsen will get the kill. And Montana Tech leading by 6. And Reese Layton comes across and dives to the outside. Over the top of the block, and that's going to fall in for a point. Good hesitation that time by Jada Nunn. She just kind of held off the swing for like a heartbeat as she was coming down. And got it over the block and in for the point. Hard hit, handled well. Bump set to the left side. Dug out. Bruins, monster hit by Fountain. Eve Fountain gets her 6th kill. Digs by 4. Service, Kenzie Polk. Polk floats that one in, sets to the outside. That's going to fall in for a point. Kennedy Wilmore. One of the hardest hitters in the Frontier and in the nation is Kennedy Wilmore. And every point she has scored and every kill she has had tonight has been just the little tips, just finding the empty floor. Emmy Green floats that one long. Montana Tech, 5 service errors in this match. Both teams have 4 aces. And Iowahi with the serve. Lasers that one across. Back set. Piper Jetty can't find a home. The other direction, big time block, Kennedy Ullman and Peyton Treadwell. Tech's defense at the net has just grown leaps and bounds every week, it feels like, this year. Block numbers continue to climb, and the confidence continues to climb in that department. Service will go out. Bruins. Fountain tips it across. Keeps that one alive. Knocked up over the top. Fountain keeps it rolling. Off the block. Diving for it is Green. And the Digs lead is 4 as the Bruins will get the point. Fountain. So Eve Fountain will hold service here. Tech leading 19-15. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision Thursday evening. That one floats in, handled by Hayes. A little bit deep. Treadwell still able to get quite a bit on it. Knocked across. Montana Tech another chance. Treadwell with the angle. Great dig. From the 10-foot line, Fountain hammers it. And there is a touch. Tech leading 19-16. As the Bruins starting to reel them in a little bit, and Montana Tech will call a timeout. Coach Solomon will call the timeout, so with it, we'll take one as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Frontier Conference action. The Digs up over the Bruins, 19-16. We're back here in just a moment. (19-16) our score. The Orediggers up over the Bruins. Bruins with some momentum here as Montana Tech started the second set on fire. And the Bruins starting to cool them off a little bit. Eve Fountain will continue service. Fountain with 7 kills, 1 ace. She'll float that one in. Back set. Piper Jetty will get the kill. The sophomore will line that one up. Montana Tech by 4. Tech playing with some great confidence right now. You know, it's such an important part of every game when it boils down to it. It doesn't matter what team game you're playing, and even individuals, confidence is such a big deal. But, boy, I'll tell you, this Tech team really seems to be buoyed by it. You know, they're a team that if they're playing with a lot of confidence, they can play with anybody, like we're seeing here tonight with Bellvue. But, boy, I'll tell you, if it falls off the other edge, they have a tough time at times kind of getting the belief back in themselves. Southpaw service tight to the nets. Madison Beery gets it across and gets the kill. Both teams have done a nice job with service, keeping the other team off balance passing. Ellie Reinertsen. That one's going to go deep. So Reinertsen will give it back here to the Bruins. 22-17, Montana Tech by 5. Tech hitting .214 in the match, but .407 in this second set. And that hasn't wavered much. They've been up over 400 the entirety of this second set. On the other side, we'll take a look at that here in a minute. Treadwell will get that one in for the point. The Bruins are hitting .222 in the match and .182 this set. Peyton Treadwell really having a nice match so far for Tech. 8 kills, 21 total swings. She has a pair of assisted blocks as well. Fountain handles it. Bump set, tipped up over the block, kept alive. To the outside, Wilmore can't get it down. They'll go to the middle, and that one will be spiked in by Savannah Berger. Boy, Berger's just a force on the inside. 5-point advantage here for the Digs. Service mishandled. Little miscommunication in the back line that time. Bruins down by 4. Again, nice serve. Both these teams doing a really nice job at service, and that one's going to float long. Jada Nunn floats that one long, and the Digs go up by 5. Brooklyn Hayes holding serve, and she's going to get the ace. Brooklyn Hayes with her second ace of the match. And that is going to be a set point, and the Digs will tie us up at 1. So there you go. Brooklyn Hayes will pound that one in for the ace. And we'll go to the third set, tied up 1-1. Montana Tech hit 414 in that second set. On the other side, the Bruins hit 200 even as Bellvue with 1 ace, Montana Tech with 3 in that set alone. We are between sets, going to the third, tied up 1 apiece. We'll take a break. We're back here to Valley Bank Arena here on Digger Vision, ladies and gentlemen, after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
All right, welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech as we go to the third set. The Bruins won the first set 25-18. Montana Tech wins the second 25-19. And we go to number 3. Emmy Green back to serve. Good service again. Nice set to the outside. Great angle, and Fountain hammers it home. Kill number 8 for her. She just has springs. She'll step back to serve here for the Bruins. Fountain comes in averaging over, what was it, like 3.14 kills per set, somewhere in that vicinity. To the outside, great block set. As Kibitami will get the block. Bruins lead 2-0 here in the third. So Montana Tech will look to put the kibosh on it here. Nice serve by Fountain, and that one's going to go all the way back. So an ace for Fountain. Bruins go up 3-0. Third set, Frontier Conference. That one's going to sail long. So the Digs will get the side outs. Malia Harris will serve here for the Digs. Malia Harris from Anaconda. Fellow Anacondan Corey Crum will go into our Montana Tech Hall of Fame tomorrow night after a stellar career here at Montana Tech. I almost said how long ago, but I figured that would be not very nice to Corey, so we'll just say she was an excellent player when she was here. Bruins leading 4-1. Scheib. Back set, swing. Nothing there. Now the Bruins with an opportunity. Over the top of the block. Nice feed that time. As Kivanimi will get that one across. Bruins up 5-1. Bruins grab the early momentum here in this third set. Short set. They'll go to the middle the other way, and that one's going to sail long. So both teams attacking the middle here. And Bellvue hammers that one long. And back to serve is Piper Jetty. I mentioned earlier the injuries that Montana Tech has battled this year, Piper being one of them. She's been out a couple times due to injury this year. Treadwell to the back line. Bellvue should get a good look here. Nice set, great dig. Near side, Treadwell lobs it to the back corner, and that one is going to go long. Good read by Fountain. Bruins leading 6-2. Substitution at setter. Reinertsen will check in. And the serve is Nunn. Jada Nunn, junior out of Woodbury, Minnesota. Service across. Big swing by Beery, and that's going to fall in for a kill. Madison Beery, second kill of the night. And the Bruins lead 6-3. Montana Tech will look to reel them in a little bit here. As Austin Long to serve. Long. And that one is going to go cross courts and miss wide. Bruins leading 7-3. Montana Tech with 7 service errors so far here in this ball game. Numbers there are actually pretty close. Both teams have 6 aces. The Bruins have 5 service errors. Montana Tech with 7. Big swing off the block, point Montana Tech. Nice job, Sophie Madsen, the redshirt freshman out of CMR. So she'll get her second kill of the match. Tech trailing by 3 as we exchange sideouts here. Nice set to the middle, little deep, and Oman is there for the block. Well read that time as the set brought the middle off the net. Berger had to take a step back. She tried to poke it across from about 8 feet deep. And Oman was there. That one's going to go into the tape. Bruins lead by 3. So Montana Tech looking to reel them in here. Service will go to Kenzie Polk. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Bruins leading 8-5. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. Thanks for joining us from Valley Bank Arena. We'll take a timeout. So we're back here right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Hey, welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. As Bellvue leading by 3. They're the number 7 team in the country, excuse me. Montana Tech receiving votes. And service is going to go long. Great read that time as Polk really got a lot on that. And the back line of Montana Tech, great adjustment to let zip past. Bruins by 2. Reese Layton wearing number 13, of course, 106 in your heart. That one tipped up, and she's going to get the ace. So Layton will get the ace. That is her first of the match. Bruins by 1. Reese, the junior setter. Rips that one across, tight to the net, to the middle, and that is a kill in the middle. As knocking that one down is Cloud. Chloe Cloud with a kill. 2-point advantage here for the Bruins. Back to serve. Iwahi. That one is going to sail long. I'd be interested to know, we talk about it quite a bit when Montana Tech especially goes west, when they go over to California, Oregon, Washington, when you drop a ton in elevation, the air gets heavier, if you will. And they're able to serve differently, with our air up here a little bit more thin. I wonder what kind of effect that is having on Bellvue up here last night at Western. Obviously, they've practiced the last couple days, but it'd be very interesting to know the elevation difference, if there is much of an elevation difference, and if that's why we're seeing some of their serves float long. Set to the outside, huge block, Piper Jetty. And that is going to remain with the Bruins as the block goes out of play. Jetty had a couple of monster blocks in that 5th set last night against Dakota State. Fountain, service. Green handles it, set to the middle. Omen into the block. Bump set, and that's going to sail long on Treadwell. Here in this 3rd set, the Bruins hitting 200. That's right where they were in the 2nd set. Green gets the serve. Bump set to Treadwell into the block. And a big block. As a couple bodies there. Chloe Cloud was there. As also Kivanimi was in there. Bruins by 3. Green knocks it up. Tipped over the top of the block. Treadwell gets a piece of it. Montana Tech. Layton tried the tipper across, and a big swing that time by Kivanimi, and she'll knock it in. Bruins by 4. Boy, this match just continues to be high-level volleyball. Both teams playing, in my opinion, really well right now. 3rd set, knotted up 1 apiece. That one's going to float long. So the lead back to 3 for the Bruins. Montana Tech had reeled them within 1. And it feels like it's just continually finding its way back to this 3-point mark. Malia Harris. So that one across, tight to the net, knocked down. Great hustle by Fountain. Can they get it across? They will. Tremendous scramble by the Bruins. Backside, blocked. Tech with another look to the middle. Dug out again. Into the block. Montana Tech now goes into the scramble. Malia Harris. And that one knocked across. The Bruins with an opportunity. To the right side, and with the kill is Kivanimi. Marvelous point out of both teams. Again, just high-level basketball. Both teams reacting well. Both teams getting good swings. 4-point advantage for the Bruins. Shy back to serve, the freshman. Handled well to the outside, and that's going to fall in. With the kill, Piper Jetty. Jetty's 6th kill here of the match. And she'll take over service. Piper Jetty, the sophomore from down the road to Billings. Set to the outside. And that one's going to fall in. Nice kill that time by Kolobong. So Kolobong, this shows her as a freshman. 5'11" freshman out of Elk Point, South Dakota. Service is done. Bruins by 4. And she's going to get the ace. So Nunn with the ace. That's her second of the match. Bruins stretch their lead out to 5. Nunn gets that one across to the middle. Beery is blocked. Big solo block in the center that time by Berger. Bruins up by 6. Their biggest lead of the set. Their hitting percentage up to .333. Green handles it. Back set. Treadwell, monster swing in the kill. Treadwell, 9 kills here in the match. She and Fountain both have 9. They each lead their team in that department. And Austin Long will step back to serve. She has a pair of aces, 3 service errors. And that one will fall in for another ace. Dropped in just inside the line. And the Bruins by 4. 17-13. Service. Bruins to the middle. Big block by Beery, kept alive by the Bruins. They'll get it across. They'll set all the way to the outside. Handled well by Bellvue. Miscommunication on who was going at that one, so Montana Tech will get a free one. Wilmore to the floor. Kennedy Wilmore with another kill. Wilmore has 6. And again, Wilmore scoring well when not going full speed. 3-point advantage for the Bruins. Set to the 10-foot line. That one sails a little bit long. Montana Tech handles it. Wilmore into the net. Bruins get the side out, leading by 4. 18-14. Bruins up over the Digs. Tied up 1 set apiece. Little side spin on the serve. Back set. And that one is going to sail long on Sophie Madsen. Came off her hand awkwardly. And it looks like Tech's going to call a timeout. Bruins leading 19-14. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Bigger Vision. We're at Valley Bank Arena. We'll take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here right after this.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
Bruins lead by 5. They're hitting .278 here in this third set. Montana Tech, their hitting percentage is in the negative. .087 as of right now. Looking to turn that momentum the other direction. Bellvue controls serve. Butler floats that one in. Montana Tech to Beery. Beery throws it to the back line. Bellvue to the outside, and Fountain will get the kill. Fountain's into double digits. That's her 10th. Bruins lead by 6. So service. Allie Butler will continue. Bruins by 6. Floats that one in. Tight to the net. And a kill there for Berger. That initial pass, Berger sees it coming and reacts quick-like. Up to the net, knocked back. Montana Tech will adjust offensively. Wilmore is blocked, but it's going to go out. So Kennedy Wilmore will get the point to the Digs. Will get the service back. Bruins up by 6. Tech needing a run here. Running out of real estate in this third set. Montana Tech still just negative in the hitting percentage. Big swing and a kill again for Fountain. So Fountain will get the kill. Bruins by 7. And they'll get the side out service back. Zoe Roger will take over service. Mishandled briefly, trying to make a move on it. That one's going to go out. It's an ace. Bruins leading 23-15. Felt like Tech had some momentum there. And now the Bruins stretching it back out. Looking to grab a 2-1 advantage here going to the 4th. Set to the outside. Kennedy Wilmore gets heat on it, and it sails long. Set point here for the Bruins. 24-15, the Bruins leading the digs. Service across, and it goes just long. So that one will sail just long. And taking over service is going to be Reese Layton. Tech looking for a big run here. Set to the outside, Fountain down the line. Handled well. Near side, Kennedy Wilmore batted across. Tech forced to just bump it deep. Bruins set it up. Tech able to get underneath it. Wilmore's blocked. Outside, Piper Jetty is blocked. Point will go to the Bruins, and they'll win the 3rd set. So with the block was Cloud, and Bellevue will go up 2-1. The Bruins up over the Orediggers. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. We're back with your 4th set, ladies and gentlemen, after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Welcome back here once again to Valley Bank Arena. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. Thanks for joining us. You see on your screen, Roll Digs, the official Orediggers Athletic Podcast. You can check it out wherever you get your podcasts. Is that how I'm supposed to say that? I don't even know. So let's get ready here for this 4th set as the Bruins won the 1st. They won the 3rd. Montana Tech won the 2nd. The Bruins here in that third set hit 348 as a team. 11 kills on 23 total attacks with 3 errors. They had 3 aces and 3 total blocks as well. On the other side, Montana Tech just could never get above, basically above 0 on hitting percentage. Hits negative .10 in that third set. 6 kills on 30 total attacks with 9 errors. 2 aces and a pair of blocks for the Digs in that third set. So we go to the fourth. Bruins leading 2-1. And they will start with service here. To the back line. Green handles it well. Short set to the middle. Oman is blocked. Berger is there. And Berger is able to deposit that for a point. Berger playing well on the inside. 5 kills for her. Tech goes to the outside this time. Big swing and a kill for Peyton Treadwell. Peyton really having a nice year. She has one of those swings where sometimes, like in other sports, you see it where it's almost just all arm, if you will, and Peyton just gets her whole body. You can see just the contortion on her frame. She swings hard. Tipped up over the top. Treadwell keeps it alive. Set to the outside. Dodson to the middle. Montana Tech fighting to keep it alive, and they'll get it across. Bruins with a free one. They'll set to the outside. Fountain's shot is blocked. They'll go back to her. Fountain's second finds the floor. Fountain has 12 kills here tonight. She is hitting .545. 12 kills on 22 swings. Bruins leading 2-1. Back this side on the side out. Hayes gets it to the outside. Big swing by Treadwell. She'll keep it alive, knock it across. Fountain finds a hole and puts it down. Boy, it looked like right between the blockers from my angle. And Fountain really finding her groove here. Bruins up 3-1 in the fourth. To the back line, Emmy Green to the middle, tipped over. Montana Tech, another look. Treadwell knocks that one up over the defenders. To the outside. Montana Tech trying to get it across, and they do. Good in the scramble. Bellvue back to Fountain, and that one down the line. And it will be point Bruins. Bruins leading 4-1. And they have all the momentum as of right now. Beery takes a big swing. Nice job by the Bruins. Struggling to keep it alive. Montana Tech will go to the outside. Treadwell with the kill. Her 11th. Tech down by 2. We'll get the side outs. And back to serve is the freshman in Ellie Reinertsen. Reinertsen. Southpaw. Fires that one in. Back set. Big swing and another kill. My goodness. Aaliyah Perry, the sophomore from Iowa, rips that one in. Bruins up 5-2. Montana Tech is getting side outs, but just unable to convert after they get the serve back. Serve to the deep corner, handled well. Back set. Treadwell, she'll pop it up. Set to the other side. Sophie Madsen try to throw it back. Great job defensively by the Bruins. Cross courts, and that one's going to go long. Point Montana Tech. Boy, what a fun match we've had here tonight. Bellvue leading 2-1. Here in this fourth set. Service is Austin Long. Floats that one across. Fountain handles it on the slide, and that's going to go long. Chloe Cloud As she swung, you could just tell, just kind of lost her balance on the slide. Laughing about it, shaking it off a little bit. Montana Tech within one. Good pass, nice set to the middle. Long gets hands on it. Wilmore. Now Bellvue back the other way. Fountain's shot is blocked. It goes out of bounds. Point will go to the Bruins. Tech got in good position that time as Fountain took a big cut. Boy, she is just incredibly athletic. Bruins by 2. That one comes across the net and dies. Single-handed set will be bumped across. Bruins with a free one to the outside. And that one no touch. Montana Tech will get the point. Bentley Kohlbaum wound up and took a cut at it. Brooklyn Hayes is back to serve. And that one's going to fall in for an ace. Brooklyn Hayes, her third ace of the match. And we're knotted up 6-all. Tech continues to battle here. To the back line, Fountain handles it. Back set, tipped up over the block. Montana Tech will look to adjust. Kennedy Wilmore tips it up. That one's going to fall to the floor, and a kill to Montana Tech. So Wilmore will get the kill. She has 6 on the night. Treadwell leads Tech with 11. Fountain leads the Bruins with 15. From the 10-foot line, that one, they got a piece of it, and that will be point Bruins. Nice job by Kohlbaum. Feels like the Bruins have done that really well tonight when the passes just aren't right, when the set's a little bit off, like that back set was to the 10-foot line, and Kohlbaum still got a lot on it. That one hits the tape, and it will fall across and in for the ace. The ace to Scheib. That is her second of the night. A 1-point advantage for the Bruins. Near side, down the line, and that one is going to miss. Sophie Madsen took a great cut at it. 8-8 our score. Oh, I apologize. I thought the linesman on this side said that went out, but Montana Tech does get the point in the side out. 8-all. Back set to the right side, off the block and in for a point. Bruins leading 9-8. Tremendous action here from Valley Bank Arena in Butte, Montana. And with the service is Runyon, sophomore from Iowa. Reese Layton all the way across, and that one's going to go into the block. Great job that time by Bellvue as they get 2 bodies in place. Perry was there along with Berger. They'll get the block and the point. Bruins leading 10-8. That one's going to float long. So a service error. We'll give it back to the Orediggers. Frontier Conference matchup here on a Thursday. As we quickly approach the end of the regular season. Green, that one's going to go into the net. Bruins by 2. Leading 2-1 here in the 4th set. Butler with the serve. And that one going to be mishandled, and it will be an ace for Butler. That is her 3rd ace here of the match, and the 10th of the match for the Bruins. Montana Tech, bump set, nice placement that time by Treadwell. Didn't have a defender right up to the net, so she knocks it down, a big angle on it, put down the line of the nets, and Tech will get the side out. Malia Harris service. Harris. That one goes deep. Nice back set off the block and a kill on the far side of the floor. As the Bruins will go up by 3 as Perry gets the kill. Perry, 3 kills on 6 swings so far here tonight for the Bruin. 13-10 advantage here in this 4th set. That one's going to go all the way to the back line and fall in good. Great serve that time by Roger. And that is ace number 11. Bruins lead by 4. Treadwell tipped back over. Montana Tech to Treadwell down the line. That one's going to sail on the wide, and the point will go to the Bruins. They're up by 5. Montana Tech will call a timeout. Bruins up 15-10. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. We'll take a timeout. We're back here after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Bruins leading the Orediggers by 5 here in the 4th set. As always, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision, Orediggers Athletics. The first set went to Bellvue 25-18. Montana Tech turned the tide, won the second 25-19. And then Bellvue won the third 25-16. And they lead by 5 here in the 4th. Green handles the serve. Set to the outside. Treadwell off the block, and point will go to the Digs. Treadwell playing outstanding right now. 13 kills. She leads Montana Tech in that department. Fountain's still on top on the other side for the Bruins. She has 15. And Montana Tech use a little run here. Service comes across, handled well. Montana Tech will get a free one. To the middle, Beery tosses it back, and that one's going to go long. Went to the back line. That one sailed long. Bruins by 5. So the Bruins will get the side out here. Iowahi with the service. Montana Tech sets to outside. Sophie Madsen with a big swing. Great dig. Bellvue will get it across. Good job in the scrum. Back set near side. Treadwell. Tight to the nets. Beery got a piece of it. Montana Tech scrambling a little bit. Boy, both teams really doing a nice job, especially when things kind of go off the rails a little bit. Treadwell wide. Bruins go up by 6. Two well-coached teams really battling it out here. Two teams that certainly are very familiar with playing in that national tournament. Back set, slap down the line. Montana Tech should get a good look here. Sophie Madsen into the block, kept alive by the Bruins, and that's going to fall to the floor. Chloe Cloud was able to position herself and get that one across. Bruins by 7. 18-11, the Bruins up over the Orediggers. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on a Thursday. In this 4th set, the Bruins are hitting .250 as a team. They have 8 kills on 20 total attacks with 3 errors. Montana Tech right at 0. They have 6 kills on 26 attacks with 6 errors here in this 4th set. For the match, Montana Tech hitting .08. On the other side, Bellvue hitting .259 as a team. As I mentioned earlier, We're quickly sliding towards the end of the season. Montana Tech is on the road to lovely and scenic Harv on Friday of next week, as they'll be taking on MSU Northern round 2. Then they'll go to Providence on Saturday. Actually, excuse me, they have 2 home matches before that. They're home on Halloween against Rocky. Hello. And then home against Carroll on November 1st. My daughter's birthday. Bruins by 7. Montana Tech looking to apply the brakes here. Back set near side, Treadwell. That one's kept alive. They'll go the other way. Sophie Madsen's shot is blocked. And Montana Tech, that one's going to fall to the ground. Bruins by 8. Bellvue with a ton of momentum right now in the 4th. And they'll look to try and keep it rolling here. Service across, Green. Madsen takes a big cut, and that one sails long. Oh, and they're going to say off the touch. My apologies. So the point will go to the Digs. I just watched it sail long. I wasn't honestly paying attention to the net, evidently. And Austin Long with the serve. Montana Tech looking for a rally here. Tipped up over the net. Bruins now with a look. They'll hit it across. Madsen. Set across. Kennedy Wilmore's shot is blocked. Blocked by Cloud and Kivanimi. Bruins by 8. Block has been very strong here for the Bruins as this match has gone on. They already have 5 total blocks in this 4th set. Back set, Madsen blocked again. Montana Tech scrambles, keeps it alive. That one's going to go into the net. Tech looking to recover here. Bruins up 21-12. Fountain back to serve. She'll float that one in on the left side. Set to the left. Kennedy Wilmore shot blocked. Tech recovers and blocked again. That one slapped down as Chloe Cloud will get the kill. Cloud, a junior out of Grand Island, Nebraska. And the Bruins up 22-12 here in the 4th. They held on to a 3-point advantage for what felt like a long run, and then they have just put the pedal to the floor. Kennedy Wilmore, nice dig. That one to the net will be a point, Montana Tech. Roger has really done a great job defensively here for Bellvue tonight. Let's go take a look at her total digs. They show her with 11. Set to the middle. Cloud shot blocked. They'll go backside. That one will fall in for Bellvue as Shear will get the kill. Bruins go up by 10. They have all the momentum here in this 4th frame. And the number 7 team in the country looking to get a 3-1 win here. Montana Tech needs something fast. Set to the outside. Kennedy Wilmore hits that one in. Wilmore with her 9th kill. And Reese Layton will take over service with Montana Tech looking for a run here. Reese with 1 ace tonight. Tech has 9 total aces in the match. The pass will go across the net. Free one here for the Digs. That's going to be another kill for Wilmore. Just keep feeding the senior. Bruins by 8. Layton with the serve. Bellvue set to the outside. Tipped up over. And that's going to fall. So a match point here for the Bruins. Bruins up 24-15. They lead 2-1. And serving match point right now is Runyon. Victoria Runyon, a sophomore out of Iowa. She'll serve that to the back line. Bump set. Wilmore's shot blocked. Kept alive by the Digs. Thrown to the back corner. Good adjustment by the Bruins to the middle. Partially tipped. Montana Tech to the outside. Down the line. Nothing there. Bellvue back to the right side. That's going to sail long. And it will be touched. So it sails long off the touch, and the Bruins will get the win. So the Bruins are going to get the win here tonight, 3-1, as they won the first set against Montana Tech, 25-18. The Digs won the second, 25-19, and then the Bruins won the third, 25-16, and the fourth, 25-15. So 3-1. The Bruins will get the win, and let's grab our standings here real quickly. These are not updated. Bellvue will go to 16-2 in Frontier Conference play, 20-3 overall. Montana Tech will fall to 10-8 in Frontier Conference play, and 14-10 on the year. So that's how things look here as the Bruins get the win, 3-1 over Montana Tech. Some final numbers: the Bruins hit 270 as a team. They were led by Fountain. She had 15 kills. She hit 519 in the match. A really nice match for her. Let's see, from there, you're looking at Kohlbaum with 6. Berger had 5 kills. Iowahi had 26 total assists. And Roger will finish with 12 digs for the Bruins. On the other side for Montana Tech, they hit .071 as a team. They were led by Treadwell with 13 kills here tonight. Kennedy Wilmore had 10. Piper Jetty with 5. Assist-wise, Reinertson will finish with 18 total assists. Hayes and Long each had 3 aces in this match, and the Digs were led in digs by Green. She ends the night with 9 digs for Montana Tech. So the Bruins get the win, 3-1 over Montana Tech. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision as always. Hey, thanks for joining us here on this Thursday night. Remember, we have a Hall of Fame tomorrow, as the Hall of Fame induction ceremony will take place at the Butte Country Club. 6 great individuals going into the Hall. Then on Saturday, we have football at 1 p.m. as the Digs are taking on the Comets out of Mayville State. And then men's basketball on Saturday nights as Eastern Oregon in town to take on the Digs. That one at 6:30 here on this floor on Saturday nights. And, of course, you'll be able to see it all here on Digger Vision. I'm Paul Panisco. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. Have a great evening, and we'll see you soon. Take care.